Hi, this is Peter Dance Clairvoyant here, and I'm doing your astrology reading here now for Cancer. So this is Cancer November 2019. So Cancer November 2019. So it just feels like you Cancerians now. I feel like starting to feel a bit more optimistic about the future, which is great, but there's still sometimes this lack of confidence and being a bit of a deep person. And that's who you naturally are sometimes. So it just feels though don't worry too much. But you do need to start just perhaps believing in yourself a little bit more. And then I feel like as you do that, it will help you to get the right energy around you, to get out there and start mixing and connecting with people and doing things that you should be doing. Because sometimes I've got you sort of shying away from certain people or situations. And that is actually generally stopping you doing a lot of things around you. So you've got to start sort of wanting to do more now and connect with people, because it really is going to invigorate your life a little bit now as you do more. So I'm not saying like you've got to go out there now and set the world on fire, but you've just got to nudge yourself a little bit more, as if to say, do you know what, I will go out for that meal, I will go out for that drink, I will sort of make an effort, or I will sort of try and connect with my children a little bit more, whatever it may be. And then I feel like as you do that, it's like you're lifting the energy up around you. And I think that would be so good for you in so many ways. And this is really now right across the board with your life. But I do get the feeling there are one or two people around you where it just feels though they really are kind of frustrating you, and it's like sometimes you don't quite know how to deal with them. But I feel like as the month progresses, I feel so you will have some positive thoughts and inclinations the way to sort of deal with them. One or two of them you'll just won't say nothing, you'll just let them sort of disappear out the way naturally, and others I feel so you'll speak your mind a little bit to and be a bit direct with them. And although sometimes you can be a bit quiet, Cancerians, I feel as though once your back is up, you will speak your mind. And it's like if they haven't seen the wrath of you, then they will know it, and they'll be a bit shocked, because they think sometimes you'll just sit there and take the crap, but you won't. So I just feel as though just be true to yourself, but obviously try not to lose your temper. But if you're going to, then you're going to, and that's it. And sort of nobody will blame you for that. So you've just got to be really true now to your thoughts and feelings now of what you feel as though you should be doing, and that's going to be so important. And that's going to have a bit of a ripple effect now towards the end of the year now, as you make these changes and you stand up for yourself. It's like it feels as though you're going to motivate yourself in the right way now to make all these things happen the way you should be. So it feels as though just keep doing what you're doing and things will sort into place. But it's like it feels as though you're not putting up with the rubbish no more. It's a bit like in certain situations, bottling it up, but then boof, you just explode. And then other situations, it's kind of bottling you up, but then you let it out, but you might not sort of lose your temper, but you will sort of sort it out, or you'll just pull yourself away from the situation. But either way, you're going to deal with it. And there's no right, no wrong for whichever way you look at it, but you will adapt and change the way you feel best. And that's okay. Somebody within family, I just get the feeling, is feeling sort of a little bit unwell, but they're not sort of getting any younger. It's like they're getting on a bit now, and you may start to think how you're going to sort them out a little bit and sort of run your own life as well. So you're going to be looking a bit balanced, and you may have to make some difficult, tough decisions with family who are quite not so stable as they were. And one or two of them as well could be a little bit of Alzheimer's creeping in a little bit as well, I'm being told. So this is not going to be fit for everybody, but for one or two of you, it will resonate a little bit with elder members of family that I feel so you're trying to keep an eye on, and it's impacting on you because you can't be there constantly. So it's like you're worrying. I mean, at the end of the day, there's only so much time you've got. You'll do your bit and do your best, but you'll either think of perhaps moving them in with you, or if you feel so you haven't quite got that time or energy or the room, then maybe you'll be looking at sort of having somebody to take care of them in some kind of way. But you will sort of create some kind of balance that suits you and family, and you'll try and make it work the best way you can. So do what you feel so you've got to do. Okay, but I just feel so, but do try and be there for them as much as you possibly can, because that's going just to reassure them that you're not just brushing them off, so to speak. Okay, right. Now, when it comes to relationships a little bit, those of you that are in relationships a little bit, you're starting to it's like you reflect on yourself, and you know you've kind of not sort of been quite so connected with your partner, and you know it's been a bit you because you've been feeling a bit deep about things of late, and you sort of pull back a little bit, but it's like you can try and start to be a bit more optimistic with things, and showing a bit more affection and whatever. And I feel so that's great. So do try and make those wonderful things happen with your loved ones now, because that will have a positive ripple effect. And those of you that are single, I just get the feeling you're going to make a little bit more effort to sort of get out there and meet people. And I'm being told a little bit more of an effort to being tolerant as well, because sometimes I just get the feeling some of you can see it, and it's like you're not being very tolerant, or it's like I feel as though your people wind you up, and it's like, oh, I'd just rather be on my own. And I just feel so, well, try not to think like that, because it's like you're missing out on so many good positive things around you. So I'm being drawn to tolerance as the key word. Okay. And those, like I said, I have touched on family a little bit, and I feel like those of you are connecting with family. I just feel so, again, I've got you trying to be a little bit more tolerant with family as well. I also got you trying to sort of be there with family, and again, that kind of connects with the tolerance. But you're also going to try and help family and put things right with them, whether it's from your side or their side. It's like you're looking at them and see what you can do to help things, or what they need to get done to make sure things are right for them. So it's about looking at it from two sides of the coin, so to speak, but you will sort family issues out. And I feel so with children, I just get the feeling, again, with children, sort of kind of connects with family a little bit, sort of being tolerant and making sure that you've got their needs and they're sorted and everything's right with school or college or education. And I just think good, but try not let children wind you up a little bit. You are feeling a little bit tense with things to do with other stuff, relationships and family, and you could take it out on children a little bit, because it's like you're not quite as tolerant as you have been. So just watch that a little bit. But if you do feel like you've been a bit negative with them, and later on in the day you're a bit calmer, go back to them, explain, the way you're feeling and whatever, and they will listen, they will be understanding. And as long as you get that balance right with them, children are your children. They do have respect for you, but sometimes we know children can be little buggers. But we've got to be trying tolerant of their needs and think of what they need. But they've also got to try and think of us as well, because we've got the pressure of trying to do everything for them. So just keep an eye on that. So again, tolerance is coming into it. Work. Now, work is very interesting. I get the feeling for a lot of you, you're sort of feeling very, very frustrated with work. So I feel so, you feel like you're being taken advantage of a little bit. Well, I just feel so, don't put up with it. Things are tough out there, but they're not that bad. And there are other jobs out there. But whether you sort of do it now and you think, oh, is it a bit sort of too soon to change, what it be coming up to Christmas? If you want to put it off till the new year, that's absolutely fine. Nothing wrong with that. We're only 8 weeks away, aren't we? Roughly 8 to 12 weeks away from the new year. So it's about perhaps doing a little bit of looking at what you're doing, where you'd like to be going. Do you need to do any study or training to get you to the point where you want to be? But definitely give work some thought and sort of inspiration, because I feel like it can be very, very beneficial to you, especially on the financial sense as well. But I'm not really worried about the money side. It's more to do with, are you happy where you're at? Are you enjoying it? Are you being put upon? Are they taking advantage? And I feel so advantage is a word that I feel so I'm being drawn to say with you Cancerians. It's like, you're very good at sort of keeping your head down, getting on with what you're doing, but then sometimes people can take advantage of that, the workforce. And I just feel so, don't let them take advantage. Nip it in the bud. It's got to be fair. Don't you just keep taking all the work, taking all the crap. Not on. But if you can't sort it out, then maybe it's time to move on. But when you move on, don't sort of go back into that situation where you're being taken advantage of. It's like you've got to stand firm. It's good to be willing, it's good to be helping, but not to where it's a disadvantage to you. Okay. Money is kind of okay. It's not bad, it's not great. So just look after what you've got, be wise with it, and as long as you're doing that, money's not going to be to do bad. And it just feels that with health, just keep an eye on your stomach area. I'm just feeling not so settled here, and just keep an eye on perhaps your chest area and your breathing a little bit. But other than that, you're generally okay. So not too bad there at all. Okay, so hope you've enjoyed that. Do please reflect back to your October videos, because we're in October now. This is now for your November. Also, if you do want any private readings, more personal to you, that's available. I'm going to do an offer. So if you mention YouTube, you've got the offer of YouTube. It's £16. And if you want to pay through the website, I will put a discount code on it, and that will be YouTube. So type in YouTube and it will give you the discount down to £16. But do give me a little bit of time tonight to get the discount code put up. Okay. So it's all there for you. So I wish you well. Have a great day. Have a great month. And you know where I am if you need me. So thank you very much for listening. Oh, and please do share with all your friends and family. And please do subscribe to my channel. Thank you.